Hi, I'm Jeff Steinman, and I want to tell you a little bit today about the new program called How to Quit Working Now, which is now available. You know, over the last several days, I have been releasing tons and tons of great content because I wanted to show you what I've discovered from my own journey as well as my clients' journeys and from interviewing nearly 100 successful lifestyle entrepreneurs on the How to Quit Working show over the past 18 months. I wanted to show you that it is possible to quit your job and start an amazing business that lets you live an amazing, passionate life of freedom, doing something that matters, something that you are passionate about and that you care about every single day. Now, I know that you live in a world, we all live in a world where most people think that the way that you put a roof over your head, the way that you feed yourself, the way you support yourself and your family is to go somewhere and for 40 hours a week and do something that you don't like for somebody else, to sell a third of your life. And most people think that that's the only way that you can support yourself. And I wanted to show you that that's not the only way. I wanted to show you that there is another way. It's called entrepreneurship. I'm all about helping people to be the best they can possibly be. And in order to be able to pursue what your heart desires, you have to have freedom. And you can't have freedom if you're working for somebody else. You can't have freedom if you're selling 40 hours of your day to somebody else, doing something that you just don't care about at all. And in many cases, don't even like. Entrepreneurship is the only path to freedom. Entrepreneurship is the only true path to living a free life that is everything that you want it to be, that's everything it can possibly be. Now, a lot of people are okay settling for less, but if you're here, you're not one of those people. You're not one of those people that are willing to settle for less than what your life can be. You are taking the bull by the horns and saying, you know what? I'm going to have everything out of life that I can possibly have because I deserve it. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about how the How to Quit Working Now program is different than other programs out there. You know, there's so many programs that are all about, here's the latest Facebook technique, or here's the latest way to make millions on Twitter, or here's a way to go out and do networking in a way that's going to make you millions of dollars. Here's the latest MLM fad, whatever it is. All of these programs out there are giving you tactics that don't work unless you have the very simple fundamentals in place. And the simple fundamentals that you have to have in place are two really simple things. You have to have a product or service that people want, and you have to have people that want it. And that's what we do in the How to Quit Working Now program is we identify and validate your business idea and then find the people that want it. It's that simple. And once you've got those two things, once you've got that product or service that people want and the people that want it, you've got a machine that makes money, and all you got to do is put gas in that machine, and that machine will go as far as you want, and it'll be as successful as you want. You know, I like to compare it to building a house. If you're just bought a piece of land and you're going to build a house on it, the first thing that you do is not go out and buy fluffy towels for the bathroom. It's not go out and buy a new table for the kitchen. No, you don't have a bathroom or a kitchen yet. And you're not going to have a bathroom or a kitchen unless you get those blueprints created and lay that foundation and start with those very basic things that you need in order to build that house. Because otherwise, you're just stuck with a closet full of fluffy towels that aren't helping you at all. And that's what it's like when you invest in program after program of marketing tips and copywriting tips and Facebook this and social media that and all this kind of stuff, is you end up with a whole bunch of fluffy towels and nothing to do with them, not even a bathroom. Well, How to Quit Working Now is about laying that foundation. It's about figuring out what is that product or service that people want and where are those people that want it so that you can put those two together, and that's how you make a sale. Product or service that people want and the people that want, and then they buy it. It's that simple. And the other thing that we do in the How to Quit Working Now program is we give you the business and marketing fundamentals that will make you successful. The fundamentals that successful entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or Richard Branson or Mark Cuban, those folks built their business on a solid set of business and marketing fundamentals. And it's not to say that what they did wasn't a lot, or what they've done isn't a lot of hard work, but they can't do it without understanding basic business and marketing fundamentals. And that's what we bring you in the How to Quit Working Now program, is a basic, solid understanding of business and marketing. And the great thing about all that stuff is that none of it's hard. None of it's complicated. It's stuff that a third grader could master. But you probably don't have the understanding because we live in a society that didn't bother to teach you the most important skill that exists, which is entrepreneurship. We were too busy teaching trigonometry and stuff that you'll never use. But that's a whole other topic. But in the How to Quit Working Now program, I have made it my 100% goal to give you those fundamentals that will make you successful. If you want something that is some kind of get-rich-quick marketing trick or tactic, you're not going to find it here, and there's plenty of other places to go get that stuff. So you're probably wasting your time here. But if you want the simple fundamentals that will make a business work, the simple business and marketing fundamentals that you need to make a business work, you are in the right place. Now let me get into some more of the detail of what's in the program, and I'm going to read it off of here because there's a lot of detail and I don't want to miss anything. But the first thing that you'll get in the How to Quit Working Now program is a 6-part training series. So there's 6 modules in this training, and just really quickly I'll run through what we're going to do in each of these. So first we're going to identify and validate your business idea, and then we're going to design, create, and deliver that product or service. So all the logistics around creating that, we're going to cover all that. We're going to cover online product marketing and sales. So how do you actually create and sell something online? Because these days, why wouldn't you create a business that lets you just put your laptop under your arm and go wherever you want to go and run your business from there? We're also going to talk about the setup and the structure of your business. So how do you build and design your business so that it will maximize profits for the longest period of time and allow you to capture the most amount of customers and create a foundation that you can build as big as you possibly want to? Marketing. Everybody hates marketing. Everybody's scared of marketing. They think marketing is hard. But we're going to show you how to do marketing in a way that is easy and fun, because it doesn't have to be some big, crazy, difficult thing. It can be very easy and actually fun if you approach it from the right way. And then we're going to talk finally in the last module about automating and growing your business. So how do you take all of those mundane things that you don't want to do, get other people to do them, and get systems to do them so that you can focus on growing the business and doing the parts of it that really matter to you. Because there's a lot of pieces to business and you don't want to do all of them. You just want to do the parts that you like. That's the great thing about entrepreneurship, is you pick what you get to do and what you don't want to do. Now, all of those training modules are going to come in online videos that you can watch on your PC or your Mac or your iPhone or your Android phone. You can watch it on any device that can get video. But then you're also going to get them all in MP3 format, because I know from personal experience that you are one busy person. You've got a full-time job, you probably have a family, you have other responsibilities, maybe to a spouse or not-for-profits, maybe your church. You have a lot of things that you've got to do, and you have a limited amount of time. So you might not be able to sit in front of the computer all the time, and that's why I give you all of the training in MP3 format as well, so that you can put it in and listen to it in your car or listen to it on your MP3 player while you mow the grass or whatever it is that you do. So you'll get all of that in downloadable MP3 format. Now you're also going to get a full workbook with all of the worksheets. See, all of these modules come with worksheets that all you got to do is fill them out. Enter your information in, answer the questions that are asked, and you really get a solid business structure created just from completing those worksheets. Now, I'm going to mail that workbook to your house, so you'll have it with you. You can take it, you can write in it, and then you're also going to have, of course, all of those worksheets available in electronic format. If you want to fill them in electronically, you can do that. You can do whatever works for you, whatever you prefer. to do in that with the worksheets. Now you're also going to get a copy of my book, How to Quit Working, shipped directly to you, and if you already have that, then you've got an extra copy that you can give to somebody as a gift. But I want you to have that because it really goes through a lot of the fundamentals of how we approach building a business in the How to Quit Working system. You're also going to get access to an online question and answer forum. So you are going to get a place where you can go out online and ask any questions that you might have, and I'm out there and I answer all questions within 48 hours at the most. So you have full access to me electronically, as well as a forum of a private community, I should say, of your peers. So all the other folks in this program will be out there, and you'll be able to interact with them and work back and forth, answer each other's questions. You'll probably make some friends, and you'll have some other people to bounce ideas off of and to just network with, because one of the really, really important things when you're starting a business is you've got to be around like-minded people. Because I'm guessing, and I know a lot of folks that email me and contact me through the show and through the website tell me that, Jeff, listening to the show is the only exposure that you have to other people who think like you, other people who believe that there is more to life than just a 9-to-5 job. So you're going to get access to a full community of people who feel the same way, and you'll make some great friends. Now, I'm also going to pair you up with an accountability partner. So you're going to answer a questionnaire, some questions about your life and what you're looking for and what time zone you're in, some logistical things like that. And then you'll get paired up with an accountability partner who has the same goals. So you'll be able to work together with that person in however you choose to, whatever works best for you two. You can decide, and then you'll have someone to work with in that way. Now, this is a new piece. I'm also going to be including a live training every week for the 6-week duration of the program. Now, the great thing about this is I'm going to be giving an epic training every single week. This is another thing. Always going to be new live content to keep your brain stimulated and keep you thinking in the right way, and give you some really, really great content, some really, really great business building content. I mean, it's going to be amazing stuff. This is my best stuff that I'm going to be putting out. And I'm also going to be bringing in folks who've been on the show, other friends of mine in the industry that have any kind of value to offer. But it will be huge, huge value. Now, in those weekly sessions, you'll also have an opportunity to ask questions. So you can ask questions of me or whoever else is on the call and get lots of great information. I'm really excited about that component of it because it's just going to add so much value. So that's really cool. Now, in addition to all of that, I'm going to throw in a couple of bonuses. Now, the first bonus that I'm throwing in is the Technology Master Plan. So this is a document that I created that really outlines kind of all the different technical pieces that you might need to build your business. And it kind of goes through your different options and the price points and the pros and cons of each. So that's a really valuable document, especially if, you know, the whole technical side of it is just kind of overwhelming to you. Also going to do 6 weeks of office hours. So for the duration of the program, I will have a 2-hour time block throughout the week, and we'll determine that time based upon a survey that we send out that I will be at my office and available to answer any questions. So all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me, and we can talk through any, just one-on-one, we can talk through any issues that you might have. If you get stuck, if you get frustrated, if you feel like quitting, pick up the phone during the office hours and we'll talk it through. I can push you through any obstacle. I do it all the time. It's what I do best. So don't worry about getting stuck because you'll always have that option to get through. Now, a couple of things that folks tell me when they're considering joining a program like this is, yeah, but Jeff, I've joined programs like this before and I end up just kind of not having the motivation or the discipline to get through it. And I get that, and that's important. And I don't want this to be another program that you join and don't do anything with. So that's why I included the high performance module. Now, what I've done in the high performance module is I've taken all of the tools, attitudes and habits of the highest performing people in the world, like people like celebrities, athletes, entrepreneurs, world leaders, and put them into a succinct training program, because the attitudes, habits, and tools that the most successful people in the world use are no secret. All I've done is condense them into 6 training modules that show you exactly how to put these things in place and how to get your mind into the space where the most successful people are, and think like, act like, and have the habits and tools of the most successful people in the world. And when you've got that, wow, there is no stopping you. You're not gonna be. This isn't going to be the program that you kind of give up on or get tired of. This is going to be, because of that, you're going to charge right through it. Now, also, another thing that people tell me is they say, Jeff, I'd love to start a business, but gosh, I don't know how to sell. I'm afraid of selling, and it's hard, and I'm not a salesman. And what if they say no, and all of that stuff. So I know that is one of the most core, if not the most core skill that anybody needs to have a successful business. And the thing about sales is that when we just learn a couple of really simple concepts, it gets so much easier. And it doesn't have to be this big scary thing. It's not this big thing that's like, oh my God, what if they say no, or I'm a terrible salesman? It's not like that. If you just learn a couple of really simple techniques and learn how to approach it from a whole different way, selling becomes not only easy, but actually fun. And that's why I'm bringing in a top sales trainer to do a special training just for this group on how to learn how to sell. I mean, it is a great training, and it's also going to be live. There'll be a Q&A in that, and then you'll be able to access that. So you don't have to worry about this whole I can't sell thing. So we're getting past that as well. Now, so for all of the content, so for all of the training modules, the Q&A forum, the community, the office hours, the sales training, the high performance module, the technology master plan, what else is on here? The office, everything, all of this stuff, the workbook, for all of that, your investment is only going to be $997. So that's $997 for everything that I have just laid out there. And also know that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So anytime in the first 30 days, if you decide this isn't for you, it's not what you thought it was going to be, you don't think it's going to work, all you got to do is email support@howtoquitworking.com and we will refund your money. No questions asked. I mean, we may ask you why, but it won't. We'll still refund your money no matter what your answer is. So that's the 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, there's no risk. I mean, I'm the one taking on the risk here, because if you don't like it, I'm giving you all of your money back, and you can even keep the book and the workbook that I've already shipped to you at that point. So at any point, now if you're feeling like this isn't the right time for you, or you're feeling like maybe this is something that you should do at a different time, you can order it anytime from the website. It will always be available on the website going forward. But if you order today, if you order right now, it will only be $497. I'm going to give you 50% off of that price if you order it now. So if you go down and click on register now, you will see the discounted price of $497, and that is for a limited time. That's only for people who are taking action immediately on this special offer. So the other option that you have is that you can also make 3 payments of $197. So that would be 1 payment of $197 today, 1 payment of $197 30 days from now, and then 1 payment of $197 60 days from now. And so do that in 3 installments instead of all at once at $497. Now, there's another option if the cash is tight right now. There's also a PayPal financing option. If you just click on register now, then you will see the PayPal pay me pay later or something. I can't remember what they call it, but it's you'll see the PayPal banner on the order page that you can click on. That'll take you over to PayPal's site, and it will get you set up with financing that is 6 months with no interest and no payments, so you won't have to make a penny of payment for 6 months. So you can actually be in for 6 months, which actually is plenty of time to get a business up and running. You know, Danny did it in just 30 days and made $8,000. So I'm not seeing where the problem is here. There's plenty of different options to pay for it. So if you're ready to make a change, if you're ready to really take your life to the next level and you want your life to be everything that it can be, you can't get there without quitting working. You can't get there, you can't be everything that you want to be in life and be the best possible human being that you can be if you're selling a third of your life to some corporation doing something that you don't like. So if this is something that you want to do, I encourage you to take advantage of it now. Click register now, join the program, all kinds of different ways that you can pay for it. Choose whatever you prefer, but don't delay, because if there's not another there's not another option that's going to give you this kind of a foundation. I mean, this is the foundational stuff. You'll notice this isn't a big hypey sales pitch, because that's not what this is about. This is about the simple foundation of what you need to successfully be an entrepreneur, successfully start a business, and live an amazing, passionate life of freedom like all my guests on the How to Quit Working show do, and like you deserve. And it's just about living an amazing life. Every single person deserves it. Nobody should have to give up a third of their life to doing something that they don't like doing just to put food on the table and a roof over their head. You should have an unlimited potential. So join the program today. Like I said, if it's not the right time for you, you can always join at full price on the website. It'll always be available there. But I really encourage you to jump in today. Join it right now for $497 or the 3 payments of $197. I cannot wait to see you inside the program, because I want to make a difference in your life. I want you to have the best possible life that you can possibly have. Scroll down, click register now, and I will see you inside the program.
I'm Ted Manassa from Laws of Distinction. A couple of years ago, I was chained to a cubicle, like a lot of people. Showed up at 8, left at 6, did a lot of work to make money for the man. But I didn't make a whole lot of meaning for myself. And all that changed when I met Jeff. I took his program. Now I run my own company, and I help small businesses figure out what makes them different and better than everybody else. It is the most meaningful work I have ever done. If you're like me, and you believe that we have only one life to live, then you know you need to make the most of the one you've got. So contact Jeff and go with him. You'll never look back.
Hi, my name is David Brower. I'm a high-performance life coach. And I wanted to take a little bit of time today to talk about this book that I read recently called How to Quit Working by Jeff Steinman. I met Jeff at one of the events I was attending one day and really got interested in reading his book to learn his approach on creating a dream life and a dream career. And I finally got around to it, and I can tell you that I'm really happy I did. I realized actually what Jeff's strategy and approach was to living a great life, a life that is full of a career that you want to be involved in, giving to the world in a way that you want to give to. As you can see, I'm not in the office here. I'm actually on the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, outside, on the west coast of France. I live in Paris, France. So just wanted to give you a little bit of a selfie review here of Jeff's great book. So what I really enjoyed about the book is it brings you back to the fundamentals. Really, what are the key things you need to really kind of work through? in a clever way, in a smart way, in a fun way, but that you got to work through to get to where you want to go in this world, especially if you're launching yourself into an entrepreneurial adventure. There's a certain part of, this incredible manifestation of what you want to do in life. Bringing that into the world needs certain strategies to help you get there in the best way. In perhaps the fastest way, but really matters is an enduring way, because once you've set up the lifestyle that you want and you're heading in that direction, every morning you're waking up feeling that you're really going after what you want to be going after, then everything else will eventually fall into place. But what this book really brought me back to looking at are these fundamental elements that are almost universal in the sense that you've really got to work through them. And I think that Jeff has really presented them in a way and offered them to us in a way that makes it less frameworky feeling, less necessarily process. It's more like a philosophy and a life approach. And I really appreciated that, feeling that there's certain liberty of exploration and expression there, but that you've got the fundamentals. That is so critical to have those as part of the process, and to be reminded that we really need to work through those. This is not just some fluffy duffy thing. This is about working through that in a joyous, energetic way to get you to the life you want. So couldn't recommend highly enough to take a read of this book or take a listen of his audiobook. And I'm sure he would love to hear what you think. So enjoy it. I'm going to get back to the beach here. So have a great weekend.
Hi, I've always been a freelance corporate trainer, and I wanted a couple years ago to really start understanding, what is this internet world? It's easy to call clients on the phone and send them a proposal. This is the kind of training I do, but how do I get my message out to really the whole world is really the contact that we have with internet. Well, I started working with Jeff because I needed a whole different way of organizing my work. And with Jeff's process, it is just so amazingly clear and structured that it really helped me all of a sudden have an internet business. So I have a parenting magazine, and the freedom that I have in creating my content and how there's the funnel and getting that rolling, I really couldn't have understood that so well if I hadn't worked with Jeff, because his system is so clear cut. And, I'm a mom of 4 too, so I still have my corporate training business. I have this big family, and I pretty much raise my kids on my own. And then I even have the internet business. So I got a lot of different moving pieces, and I needed a system that was so simple to just maintain contact with then new potential clients. Jeff is such a freedom seeker, which I think is really part of his success also in the internet world, because being that he has that drive for freedom, he understands what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Because really, isn't that the choice we make? Like today, for example, was my daughter's first violin concert. And I could be there because I didn't have a boss, and I knew that all the systems were in place really to maintain and keep my internet business online still working, even when I take all the family time, which I do need a lot of time still to dedicate to my family. So I highly recommend Jeff Steinman and the work that he does, because like I said, he's a freedom seeker, and so he understands that drive and that need that you have to be independent and free in your online business. And he has set up this structure and the content creation and this whole program that is so simple to follow, step by step, so you really see and feel the progress you're making day by day. So thanks, Jeff, for your contribution, even in helping me grow my online business. And best of luck to you guys. Hook up with Jeff ASAP.